well. But in Australia, fortunately, HIV is no longer a death sentence. But one Australian has dedicated his life to helping those in other countries who aren't so lucky. There are more than 34 million people currently living with HIV. Sub-Saharan Africa is home to more than two-thirds of them, including 91% of the world's HIV-positive children. The highest HIV infection rate on the planet can be found in Swaziland, where more than a quarter of the population have the virus and life expectancy is just 46. It's here where Dr. Maithri Gunatileka and his team have chosen to do their work. Possible Dreams International visits families and communities in the most remote and disease-ridden areas of the Lubombo Mountains. They see countless men, women and babies with AIDS, preteen children running their own households and grandmothers caring for up to 20 orphans at a time. What they offer is life-saving transport, medication and nutrition. They build new houses for the destitute and provide bedding and comfort packs for the terminally ill. The few belongings these people do have are often dirty and unhygienic, and the difference a few new items can make is stunning.
Most of all, we've got a chance for a new life.
Maithri's philosophy is simple but effective. By empowering these people to help themselves, the cycle of poverty can eventually be broken. And in the meantime, village by village, Possible Dreams International is spreading a little sunshine in a very dark corner of the world. Dr. Maithri Gunatileka is the founder of Possible Dreams International. Maithri, some organisations build wells, others provide medicine. You guys seem to be trying to do the lot, everything at once. Does that get overwhelming?
It certainly is overwhelming at times, Waleed. But I learned very early on that if we were just to hand out food or medicines or just build houses, we were only really addressing a portion of the problem. So what we try to do is to try and create a strategy of empowerment, and in addition to doing all those things, we'll help grow gardens and we'll talk about income generation, and in that way we can sustain any change that we initiate.
Now, in most cases, the problem is obvious. Hungry people need food. But what are some of the other services that you provide that most people wouldn't think of?
That's a great question. And look, it's very difficult sometimes to put what we do into a box. One of the easiest ways is just to share a little story. There was a young woman named Dakona who lives in a rural community just outside where we work. And she has 6 little children all under the age of 10, and just a couple of years ago her husband died of HIV. Now she essentially fell apart. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how she was going to look after these kids. So a very well-respected member of our team, who's an older Swazi woman, sat with her for several months. She cried with her and she talked to her about mothering and about HIV/AIDS and about how she was going to get up and live again. So we came in, built a house, but then Dakona grew a garden for herself. She started a small business for herself. And now she's actually helping others in her community who have been through very similar things.
So we haven't spoken about one other thing, Maithri, and that is the Possible Dreams Choir, which sounds like it's got to win an ARIA at some point. What exactly is it? What's the story there?
Well, it's an extraordinary story, Waleed. We have 26 young Swazi people affected by HIV, affected by extreme poverty, who are essentially using music as a form of empowerment. And local people here in Victoria, so school kids and community organisations, the soccer team Melbourne Heart is one of our sponsors, they are bringing the choir out here in March of next year, and they're going to share their stories and sing for the people of Victoria.
Well, I really look forward to hearing it, Maithri. Congratulations on all your work. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
One of those people that can make you feel really, really bad about yourself. The Possible Dreams International Choir is touring Australia next year, so details are going to be on our website.
Stick around, we'll be back soon.